Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Ply Center Practice YouTube here on Tuesday, October 26th, 2021. Welcome to everyone who is joining for the first time and those of you who have been joining these free community calls as we roll out celestial events that are happening in the cosmos and then are also happening inside of us. And we need to align with that energy so it awakens the consciousness of eternity. And all the divine beings are always there, readily available to help us out and to share, for us to share experiences with one another. So my name is Sucharita, for those of you who don't know me, and wishing you all a very warm welcome. So once again, if you're new, you're right on time because you want to align with this series of calls every night for the next 8 nights, including tonight. Here in Eastern Daylight Savings Time, that means it's 9:30 p.m. And wherever it is, whatever time that is for you is the perfect time because we're going to open up the vortex together. So with Dr. Pleiades' grace and blessings, we're going to find out what it is to experience this cosmic event that happens every year and how we can benefit from the energy, from the intelligence, from the light, the love, the super consciousness of Lord Muruga. So Muruga in and of itself is a name that means beauty. It means beauty of the body, beauty of the mind, beauty of the soul. We don't take our time to experience the beauty of life. We're so busy rushing around and being fearful and angry and upset, and we're not good enough, or we're not, or we're bad, or we're whatever it is, or we're too good. So the energy of Muruga is going to be awakening inside of us. We're going to feel our chakras, those psycho-spiritual centers that are connected to our physical body through this energetic bridge, if you will, that aligns with the divine. So this overview of these events that are going to be happening is to make sure that even if you're new, or even if you've been around Dr. Ply and you've understood Muruga to be something as per the tools that he has, his veil or whale in Tamil, his sacred lance or spear that represents our backbone and brain in our subtle body and enlivens our chakras, gets rid of enemies, diseases, debts, litigation, anything to do with suffering of the body or pain in the body, dis-ease. We're mentally or emotionally, we're on a roller coaster and we can't seem to find a way out of that vicious cycle. So, and people who've been around for a long time, when Dr. Ply takes us into a mantra practice, so mantra means to protect the mind from negativity that causes us to think about these things and, oh my God, what's going to happen now? It helps us to take a little bit of a time out. So time best used is that which aligns with a higher intelligence, something that advises your body, your mind, your soul to be still and know that you are God or goddess. So Muruga is the most powerful of all names of Muruga. The moment you even say one time, Muruga, he will come and descend into your brain. Muruga is the word. And that's the quote from Dr. Ply. So the mantra we'll be chanting this evening will be Om Murugaya Namaha, which Dr. Ply teaches is the most powerful mantra. So we don't even have to think, what is going to protect my mind from enemies, competitors, rivals, even my own self, my own negative self-talk. What's going to protect me from that? So that's going to be the name Muruga. So Muruga. And our friends here at Ply Center, Bhairavi, will be posting, and also Arjun will be helping out on the chat, answering your questions. But for this half hour or so, more or less, it's going to be about 27 minutes, we're going to come together as a global community from all around the world. And we are going to focus our attention internally and connect with one another through that focused attention. And our intention will be to go and ask this divine being to wake up that consciousness. The most powerful consciousness is Muruga. And that is going to, you could have a visualization. So the colors associated with Lord Muruga are red. And you can imagine his feet in your brain. So Dr. Ply teaches that if you say his name one time and he puts his feet into your brain, so you're imagining him coming from the heavens. And even if you don't know what he looks like, there's an image behind me next to Dr. Ply's image on the shelf. And he's a great warrior. He's a great leader. He's the leader of the Pleiades. And the rest of the teachers who are going to be helping out, Swamini Vali, Lalita Varahi, and Padmaji, Ply Center teachers, are going to be sharing their experiences and their knowledge that they have learned over the years studying with Dr. Ply, the importance of these very subtle ways of connecting to this energy. So you have courage, you feel brave, you feel like you have the willpower. So Lord Muruga is also associated with the planet Mars, and it's a red planet, and it's an energy planet. It's a warrior planet. It wants you to fight the battles, but not in a way that you're going to waste your time or your energy or resources. It's going to be in a very mystical and mysterious way where you'll just be chanting his name and the energy will exude from you and show you ways to get out of your harms and hurdles. So again, if you have any challenges with competitors or rivals or bickering and fighting in families, and especially with siblings, younger siblings, or sibling-like people in your life, they don't necessarily have to be your biological siblings. They can be any type of friends who you're mentoring or that you are, they look up to, and yet you're bickering and fighting. You're competing with one another when you really just want to mentor them and be at peace. So you can imagine Lord Muruga's feet in landing into your brain and absorbing all that negative congested energy from your subtle body or your energy body that corresponds with your physical body. So there are different layers, different aspects of our being, mental, emotional aspects of our being, physical aspects of our being, spiritual aspects of our being, and then these energy bodies. They're so subtle. So that's why we need the spiritual means to unlock the secrets of all that all at once, and then align with, have a divine Wi-Fi alignment connection to this Lord Muruga, who's going to come in after these 8 days of chanting together, right after Diwali, the Festival of Lights. And we're going to embrace the light and the love and the super consciousness of Lord Muruga for 6 nights. And we'll get into ways in which you can participate after we come out of our chanting practice today. It'll be like immersing in a meditation to Dr. Pillai's voice and also some music. So music soothes the soul. It helps us to settle in out of our mundane thoughts and worries just for a little bit. So we're going to chant. You can chant out loud. You can chant internally. You can just listen deeply and commune and go on a journey inward with Dr. Pillai's voice and the sound Muruga. So his light body, his feet are going to be in the brain and radiating this red light. That's the color associated with Muruga through your brain and all over your body. It heals the disease. It clears up debts, litigation. If you're in any kind of lawsuit or you are trying to come out of maybe credit card debts and you're pending a lawsuit because you can't pay that. So he will help you to find a way out. He will give you the courage and the strength and also align you with the correct advisor. And then they will find a way out. That's their job. But most of us aren't clear about that. Or maybe you've had a disease in your body for some time. Or maybe you just suddenly got in an accident. That's what Mara's energy is all about too. It's not only battling your own self or others, arguing. You get into that state of kind of like a rage, and then you just don't even know, oh my God, I'm so spiritual. How could I feel this way? So we absorb all this stuff from our environment, especially during COVID lockdown. We're getting pretty upset and mad. We've stopped being complacent. and we want to get going. So it's not that anger or frustration isn't a good thing, it gets us going. But it's that long standing or indulging in it that can cause harm to the body, the physiology. And then we find ourselves in trouble where we can't find a solution or to the problem, to find a treatment. So giving you super normal powers, what is that? Does that mean I'm going to be Superman or Superwoman? Super normal means, well, normal is such a strange word because what's normal anyways? It's a baseline. So beyond the baseline, you feel this super energy, feel supercharged, or you feel enlivened, or you feel moved, and people around you feel inspired by your practice. How? Because that energy is coming alive and it's pouring out of you. So that's beyond normal. It's super normal. So, and then the highest intelligence is the intelligence that's beyond the physical. The physical is so slow. Even if we know about what's the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do or avoid doing, then we say, well, how do I come out of it? It's not about right or wrong. We need divine intervention. We need providence to move in and say, okay, yeah, we've done enough chanting, we're meditating, we're praying, we're calling on this divine being in his time period. Well, preparing for him. And then during the 6 nights, you'll be joining us as well. Some of you, or maybe all of you, will see what Lord Muruga, who Lord Muruga is going to ping and invite to come. So then we end up having peace of mind. And peace of mind is that you are in that state of you have such clarity. You feel that you're enlivened. You are willing to battle, face the battles in your life because you know that you're going to find a way out. You're not despondent or you're not depressed. You feel all this energy is there. So that's what we're up to with these chanting sessions, these meditation sessions, these deep opportunities to go deep and maybe have visualizations or be immersed in the red light or have this vision of Lord Muruga's feet in your brain, absorbing all the negativity. And people might say, why the feet? Because they have tremendous chakras. So even your own feet, in English, we call it the soles of the feet, the bottoms of the feet. And why there? We're connected to the earth plane. So it's not just gravity that keeps us here. That's the science of and science and technology today. But the ancients knew, and the teachings prevail. And we are here, we're so blessed to receive it in such a simplistic way. So knowing that the feet has this ability to really enliven the soul. So Lord Muruga's soul is going to be coming in. Those chakras are going to be absorbing, getting rid of anger, frustration, enemies, diseases, debts, litigation, inability to move forward, feeling stuck. Oh my God, how many of us have said, I just feel like I'm on a hamster wheel, or I'm in the rat race, or the sayings where I'm immobilized. So I don't know a way out. I've tried everything. This is the time of the year where you're going to feel empowered. And when you focus all your energy and attention on these sounds, the sound waves, the music, the visualization of the Lord Muruga, he may appear in your mind's eye. Don't try. That's what I'm saying. Don't make an effort to, oh, I wonder if that's it, because you'll be in your mind again. So you want to really just open up and then feel him moving through your body, all your cells in the body, the DNA. And that's where we carry, or we inherently we inherit the bad karmas from the mother side, the father side of the family. That's what's part of our gene pool. And then the ancestors, even though they're no more, they are activating that energy inside of us. But we also have ancestors who taught us about Lord Muruga. So we can call on those ancestors to awaken or enliven those teachings. And he's also known as the god of the third eye. And the third eye is activating the pituitary, the pineal gland in the subtle body. And then the third eye is also the eye of wisdom. So again, the eyes are what we see in everyday life. It's about, we think we know what's right or wrong, but then we have to be in that still point. And the third eye is in the middle of the forehead, and then that's where the landmark is, and then you go deeper in, imagining just drawing your attentional energy into the middle of your brain, and that will activated by Lord Muruga. So we now that you have that preview, and thank you so much for coming. We have about 25 minutes together, and then what we'll do is we will come back and share a little bit more about what Dr. Pillai would love for all of us to do this year to celebrate Lord Muruga's birthday and to get the most out of his blessings, Dr. Pillai's blessings. He has a very intimate relationship, intimate connection to Lord Muruga. He has to call on Lord Muruga to give him the ability to give us the ability to open the third eye. And what would happen if we opened the third eye? We would have peace of the body, mind, and soul. We would have so much light and intelligence inside of us. We would just have miracle consciousness all the time. We would be doing simple things, and people would feel so enlivened and so inspired and so happy around us. They would feel healing energy. So again, the Pleiades is a star constellation that the Earth plane is now immersed in. It's surrounded by that energy as we're going around our orbit next to all the other planets around the sun. So solar energy, again, there's the clue, the solar energy, the sun, all the planets are going around. So this Pleiadian energy, the star constellation that Lord Muruga is a ruler of, and he is saying, hey, we really need it. This is a time to heal. So with that, let's set our intention to, first and foremost, as Dr. Pillai has recently shared, he's shared it over the years, but recently he's really hammered it home inside of my heart. It's like, bang, wow. We really need to come together and pray for the world, because there are people who are suffering. So many more and more people every day go without food, without clothes, without medicine, without shelter, without water, clean water, without education, or knowing that they have hope, without spiritual energy. Their karma is so tough. They're in a very dark place at the soul level, and it's a very hard karma to clean up. So Lord Muruga, he loves it when we pray for the world, and we're asking him to come into the earth plane, regardless of anyone knows us or knows Dr. Pillai or knows anything that we're doing. We are here with a Sadguru who just says, okay, you're coming for some reason, you all want to come together and pray for the world, and I will empower you. I will create miracles in your life so that you can continue to do that. Your time will be freed up. Your finances will be fixed. Your relationships will be peaceful and harmonious. So those are the kinds of things that we don't ever think will ever happen. However, when we pray for others, the divine swoops in and says, thank you. So we want to feel that energy too. We may even disappear in the meditation or the chanting practice tonight or whenever it is that we join. And again, these are going to be recorded. They're on Pillai Center Practice YouTube. So if you happen to be sleeping when this is going on because you're in the other parts of the world, or if you're busy, even if you're in this part of the world and you miss it, as soon as it's finished, it's over, you will have access to it and you can watch it. Again, even if you've watched it tonight or today, wherever you are in the world, and you want to watch it again, go ahead. So Lord Muruga is here to help us. His veil is here, and this is something you can do. You can take the lance, the veil, and then you can just put a slice in a lemon or lime, and that will bring in his energy. And then imagining his feet on your head and on your brain, getting into your brain and absorbing all the negativity. So this is, if this shaft of the The veil is your backbone, and then the head of the veil is your brain. The tip pierces the top of the skull. So you line it up. All the energy from the chakras are coming up, and this is the third eye in the middle, and it's going to burst. So this is the sacred object. So you don't have to stab anybody or do anything, battle in that way. Traditionally, no blood has to be shed. It's just your focus and attention can be on his veil. And you might see that image during your practices. So without further ado, then I'm going to go off to the side and get this altar or the camera focused on the altar up close and personal. And then you can be closing your eyes, or you can be looking at the altar and merging with the images there. Once again, Dr. Pleiades has an intimate connection with Lord Muruga. So they may interface with one another, and then that energy is going to come out to you. That's called darshan, 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 and it means spiritual transmission. And what does that mean? Well, it's going to awaken Muruga consciousness inside of you. So this is all spiritual technology. This is the highest intelligence, the high tech. And it's not something you can explain away, although we try to give you something to relate to just now, so that, okay, now I'm settled in. My mind has munched on some thoughts, some meaning, some words, maybe not, but that's okay. Well, I'm going to just be listening to the chant, chanting it out loud, or chanting it internally, or just listening and going deeper and deeper. And when you get distracted and you're all over the place, or maybe stuff comes up for you where you're like, why am I thinking those thoughts? I want to get away from all that. Then you just listen to Dr. Pleiades' voice as if he's saying it in your ear. Traditionally, that's what the guru did. He would whisper in the ear, the mantra. So you can imagine him whispering in your ears, and then giving you that miracle consciousness of Muruga, awakening your third eye and enlivening your chakras and giving you miracle consciousness, so that you maybe heat it up, or you feel tingly, or whatever it is. And then we'll share our experiences afterwards. So let's get settled in. So you can focus your attention internally. Again, you can be focusing on the images, and we're going to be guiding you through a preparation to enjoy a deeper experience by clearing out or getting out of your everyday thinking and getting into the consciousness of Lord Muruga. So if you close your eyes and you put your attention internally, then you can be focusing on your backbone. You can be focusing on your brain. You can be focusing on the root or the base of your spine, the root chakra, down the legs. That's the Muladhara. Remember, Muruga is going to awaken all the chakras. So you'll want to feel Ganesha's energy starting to awaken in the pelvic region. Ganesha is the brother of Lord Muruga. And imagine a ray of light shooting up your backbone. Going through your skull and into the space. We'll call on Ganesha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with. He sends 2 rays of light in your eyes. Two rays of light in your ears. Two rays of light shooting up your nostrils. A ray of light entering your tongue. A ray of light entering your forehead. A ray of light entering the top of your skull. Getting into your brain, enlivening the brain. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Now, imagine the red feet, infrared light. It's a luminous light, the red feet of Lord Muruga, coming from the heavens above and entering the brain. Enjoy your practice, and we'll see you in a bit.
Om Murugaya Namaha. 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 Namaha. Om Murugaya 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 Namaha. Murugaya Namaha. Murugaya Murugaya Namaha.
And slowly, slowly, gently let go. Although you may continue to experience or feel the vibrations, the sound waves, the red light waves, breathing in and out, expanding your body, your mind, your soul. Let go of anything that is no longer serving you. It has space to be diffused, to vanish with the grace, the blessings, the light, the red light, the red feet of Lord Muruga in your brain. Reconnect with that image. And as you're coming back to yourselves, your body, your mind, notice your thoughts, the quality, the quantity. Notice any emotions that came up, whether it's release through tears, perhaps even a release of anything that is no longer part of what you want to experience in life. It's a memory, but the charge is gone. You won't be indulging in it, and that would be a miracle. Can be there, but you're not activated or triggered by it. The spin cycle has stopped for a moment. And as you're coming back, you experience the deep devotion, which is deep emotion, connecting to the grace, the blessings of Dr. Pillai, Lord Muruga, Lord Ganesha today. And take notice of what your experiences were. And you're welcome to share on the chat. So as you're coming to, you can maybe perhaps express your gratitude in any way that works for you or you're inspired to. Express your gratitude to the divine beings, the divine inside of you and the cosmos, preparing you on this first of 8 nights, chanting, listening to Dr. Pillai, opening up Muruga consciousness in you and all around. And slowly, slowly open your eyes when you're ready. The lights are coming on. Hello. So thanks everyone for joining. Those of you who need to go, you're welcome to join every day or night, depending on where you are in the world. Here we are in Eastern Daylight Savings Time, nighttime. So please join. And if you can't, then you can watch the recording, and that will be really helpful. It'll enliven your body, your mind, your soul to come out of harms and hurdles. It will challenge your karma. It will challenge your ego. It will challenge the Maya, the force that keeps distracting you from chanting mantras, from meditating, from experiencing your spiritual evolution in a miraculous way. And then we'll birth the consciousness of Lord Muruga with one another and collectively maybe raise the roof of the world. So thanks so much, everyone. So Bhairavi is posted here. Beautiful altar and session. Gratitude. Thank you, Bhairavi, for being here. And feelings of safety, peace, and security that I haven't had in a long time. Wow. And that's what Muruga is. He's this warrior energy. He's a protector. He heals anything that we're carrying and maybe we don't even realize it's impacting our every thought, every day of our life. And then how do we feel anything else but that? So he will erase that and then give us that experience. So Pillai Center practice, the early bird offer for initiations ends on October 28th. So it's the 26th now. We decided to start these sessions with everyone on the 6th moon phase, which is the moon phase for Lord Muruga, and that's what it is here in Toronto, Canada. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, so the 6th moon representing the 6 chakras and the 6 sounds of Lord Muruga, Saravana Bhava, or versions of that. So those sounds will awaken the chakras and then connect you to Muruga. So this Shasti or 6 is associated with Lord Muruga. So the number 6 is associated with Lord Muruga and the 6 chakras. It's also a Tuesday today, and it is a day that is ruled by the planet Mars, and then Muruga is the overlord of Mars. So he's loving this energy today. And you will feel the empowerment. Whether you're watching this live or going to watch it later on, we're capturing this. Thanks to science and technology of today, we can tap into this vortex of energy of the 6th moon on a Tuesday, ruled by Mars, overlord is Muruga. So it's really lovely to start this session out today, and then we're going to go for 7 more days together, and then a little bit of a break for 1, and then dive right into Skanda. Skanda is a name for Lord Muruga, and Shasti is 6 again, so the 6 nights of this Skanda, this 6-headed Muruga, who's going to really open up the brain, so all the aspects of the brain, the third eye. So we're building. It'll be nice if you could even journal your experience, maybe take a few notes or jot them down, maybe message yourself or put them in an email and just say, oh, this was my experience the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day, up until the 8th day of the preparatory chanting sessions. And then this is also what happened in my life. So someone just popped a message on here. I won't say who it is, but he had just said, oh, usually my mom doesn't allow me to play these chants out loud. And yet she said, turn it up. I love that. It's beautiful. So that's how Lord Muruga will come into your life and shift the people in your life through the grace, through the beauty. It's the beauty of the body, the beauty of the mind, the beauty of the soul. And then Dr. Pillai, being a Sadguru, he can awaken consciousness in people you don't even think will ever wake up. Or even ourselves, we will have come to a flat line in our spiritual path where we feel like I can't break through, or in our material pursuits. So Lord Muruga will help us to come out of those blocks or those obstacles, the challenges with super grace and ease and miracle. So that was a miracle right away that I received in the chat tonight, and the party just got started. So Faraz is saying, Lord Babaji, hi Sucharita, hi Faraz. I saw Lord Muruga's feet replacing the gray matter of my brain. That's wonderful. His feet were soaking up karmic imprints out of my brain and body, divine red light. Fabulous. Nirmala is saying here, all glory to Babaji, all glory to Babaji, thank you. Sucharita, all Ply Center team, thank you. And this is what happens. We are so moved. We have the spirit within us. We feel inspired. We feel inspiration coming, and we can't even put our finger on what it means or what that understanding or that knowledge is doing to us, that intelligence that's already in us and it's waking up. So the intel is inside. We just got to turn it on. Just like we turn on our computers or our phones or smart everythings, and then that helps us to communicate. It helps us to navigate our lives. So the intel is inside, and that's what Muruga is all about. And Dr. Ply is waking it up inside of us with the magic words or the passcodes. And then imagining those feet always in your brain. So the take home is just imagine those feet just coming in and settling into your brain and lighting you up. Maybe you'll be inspired to wear red, or if red's not in your color palette, then maybe you will have red socks, or red undergarments, or a red scarf, so some accessory. Or you might think, oh my goodness, I never thought I resonated with red, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing red everywhere in a good way, because usually we're seeing red and we're like, so you might be inspired by that. Turmeric is associated with Lord Muruga too, and it's a healing herb, so you can go Google that. That you won't find out too much about Lord Muruga and turmeric unless you have studied with Dr. Ply. And so having a piece of turmeric, even if you don't have a statue, you can get an image, or you can just pull it up on your smartphone and that will be your image that you can use and light a candle, an incense if you'd like, or a ghee lamp. Offer some fruit, maybe give some water, flowers, red flowers if you have, or orange or yellow, whatever color. He's fine with that. Flowers are like divine text messages. They will go straight to heaven. So when you offer a flower, you pray into the flower what your intention is and your deep heartfelt desire, and then he will come and help you. So a lot of people over the years have shared that they pour water on the veil, the lance, at least water. You can pour milk or juice or other things every day, and that's the karma washing away. So this surrogate technology is what Dr. Ply's teachings are all about, is to not let it get into you and get stuck to you, and then you feel stuck and you can't find a way out. So offering just put some water, a few drops even. But everybody has access to some form of water, or spring water, unopened bottle of water, and then offer some, and then you can drink the rest if you want. The tap water is fine too. Even the river or the lake, just go if you're near that, or the ocean, and put the water. And that is hydrating. It's bringing life to the veil, which is super, super intelligence. It's the energy of the goddesses in there. So it's Shakti power to fight the battles in life. And you don't have to do anything. You'll just be at peace, and it's all getting done for you. So there's Malara Bhatani is saying here, so much love, gratitude to Babaji. Absolutely. That's the true love, the divine love. It's not like a human conditional love. It's like, whoa, it's moving through me. I'm in tears of joy, or tingling, or goosebumps, or truth bumps, really. or heat. Also will raise the Kundalini energy. So you can find out, you can experience a deeper understanding of that if you want to participate in the 6 nights, the paid services that are offered through Pillai Center. And also there's remedies offered through Ashravet. So go check that out. I think the link has been posted, or it might be below this video. And then you can, reading about it will help to awaken your connection to, or enliven your connection, or give you a clearer connection to Lord Muruga. And then when you have that, his consciousness gets into you. So you can think about, okay, if I can't do that, there is an opportunity on the 6th night. You can participate in a live initiation with Dr. Ply. So there's a premier program, all-inclusive fundamentals program. Check all those out, see what resonates with you, see what fits into your budget. And then those people who want to come to the premier, you're going to be getting fire labs with Prem Raja every night. And then also the teachers will be there. And then we will guide you through the teachings, the deep, deep teachings, the initiations, to prepare you for when you get to the initiation this year with Dr. Ply on the 6th night of Lord Muruga. You're ready to roll. You're ready to just totally open up to surrender to this divine being. And then you receive the download, the divine download coming from Dr. Ply. So that's always exciting too, when people come beforehand, and then you can see from day 1 to day 6 how they build their energy, and the spiritual manifestation happens within, and then that all of a sudden they see it in their life, and whoa, how did that happen? So you're in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right things. That's what Power Time practice is all about, and we're so happy that you joined. The links are there for you to check it out. Also, Dr. Ply just said, I'm going to be doing, coming onto the webinar this weekend. So it was going to be a webinar with one of the Ply Center teachers, or a couple of the Ply Center teachers. And then Dr. Ply said, no, I want to, because the Lord Muruga has a message. So it's free. Come and join that webinar on Ply Center YouTube. So there's Ply Center Practice YouTube. What you want to do now is hit the subscribe and hit the bell, get on here, get the alert, and then also jump over to Ply Center YouTube. And that's where Dr. Ply will be giving the live teaching. And you never know, he might even give an initiation during that time. Maria is saying here, tears came out. Thank you, Babaji and team, for all your kindness. I'm very grateful to everyone. Love and peace. So where do we feel that in everyday life? It's not often, right? Or it's not continuous. So we need to feel this empowerment at this time when we're aligned with it naturally. And just like nature changes from season to season, we don't exactly know when that moment is happening. However, it is around this certain time of the year, like here in Toronto, Canada, Eastern Daylight Savings Time. We're going to be going into Standard Time. It's getting darker. So nature's doing what nature is doing. And it's getting cooler, colder. It was rainy. It was cold. We're getting ready for winter. So it doesn't actually flick a switch all of a sudden. You get the clues or the hints, and that's what we're here to do, is prepare everyone for the descent of this divine being and the ascent of that energy inside of you. So Apply Center Practice live initiation program on the 6th night. Early bird ends on the 28th. So it's 26th, you got a couple of days. So you can jump into the fundamentals, and then you may think, oh, okay, I want to go and upgrade to the premier. That's fine. So you want to get into the course. So some Apply Center Practice is saying, if you are in the Mystery School or the Holy Spirit program, immersion program, you will have a coupon. So there's coupon codes. This is fun of being one of the students or members of any of the Ply Center programs. You can get some extra discounts on these celestial events that are happening throughout the year, where we would just kind of blink and miss it. So coupons are there. Lulu is saying, thank you so much. Taking us to Bhairavi. Thank you so much, Sutuja Apply Center team. Muruga's arrival is continuing to empower us. Cheryl is saying, thank you, Sutuja Apply Center team. I saw memories that were painful and then saw red covering those memories, followed by images of peacock plumes. And you can see the peacock feathers in the background. And when you look at a peacock feather, it's interesting that it looks like the third eye. There it is. So in nature, nature will give you clues about these divine beings, and it's right there in front of us. But how to unlock the secrets of it, you need to come and get initiated by Dr. Ply. So it's not that you can't benefit from practicing, it's just that when you're ready, and you'll know, and the divine will be giving you that call. He'll get the call, as they say. And then you will get the blessings. So the peacock, there's a whole story about that. And I believe Padmaji is going to be telling us stories about Lord Muruga when she's is going to be hosting these calls. So the peacock is associated with awakening the third eye, and then it's also gives miracles. So even if you have a peacock feather and you have nothing else, that means that Muruga is trying to say hello. This is what you want to be doing, and just listening to the chanting it all the time, listening to it in the background. It may disturb people in your household. It may, so you want to be making sure that you are respectful and never trying to force anyone to figure it out, because how will we even know what this is doing, let alone how to describe what's happening? So you can share, this link, and maybe they will jump on it, or the mantra. And so peacock, and then the rooster is another image or sacred object, a divine being, vahana, vehicle, that's associated with Lord Muruga. So all these kinds of uh, images and technologies and tools are going to be discussed, and this is all because Dr. Ply wants as many people as possible to get these blessings for free. So please do come and then share this also with family members or whoever you feel that would love to have peace of mind, and feel some energy. This is a warrior energy that just will block out any negativity, so then you can feel clarity and peace, like people have been sharing here on the chat, and letting go of really deep-seated pain and suffering. So that's beautiful. Peacock feather, oh, great. Reflections is saying light, blessings, always visualize desire. There's a blessing waiting for you. Lovely. Rigoro is saying here, muchos gracias, Dr. Ply, Suchitra, team and community of practitioners. So this is what we're doing. People say, well, when will I ever get there? When am I going to get my third eye open? Or when am I going to feel like all my karma is gone? Well, if you didn't have karma, you wouldn't be here. So karma is just what you're thinking and saying and doing. And sometimes it gets into this loop of negativity. And so this Muruga is the time, this time for honoring Lord Muruga, for calling him into the earth plane, for opening up that consciousness. He's going to help you to understand, oh, that's all I need to do. I just have to do that. And then I will feel this enlivening of my body, mind, and soul. And I can do my karma, because the karma, it just will be karma light. You'll just be touching a little bit of the surface of it instead of digging deep and getting dragged down in it. And then the ego will calm down. The ego wants to always be right and make other people wrong, or vice versa. So we want to just stop that nonsense. And then the Maya, the illusion that you're trapped or you're in this body and that's all you are, the physical, or you're expressing all these emotions and thoughts, and you can't even imagine the spiritual energy energizing all your manifestations, and just gets done. So Muruga will give you that experience. It will make you to align with healing energy. So you might be thinking about, hey, How can I be physically stronger? Maybe you'll start to get out in nature. And in fact, that's one of the take-home messages that all of the teachers will share with you, is to make sure that you stay hydrated. You can listen to this chant any time of the day or night. You can listen even at nighttime or have it playing softly in the background. You can be listening to it when you go to bed, when you first wake up, all through the night on low volume. And then maybe you'll wake up in the middle of the night and you'll find your lips moving and you're chanting the sounds of Muruga. So the more we immerse in it, we're asking that consciousness to awaken inside of us. And that's the sacrifice, really. And it's not a big deal. You just have it playing all the time. And then you're chanting out loud, you're chanting internally or silently saying it, or you're just listening. So can be playing it in the car, playing it while you're doing your activities of daily life, while you're working. So no hard or fast rules with Dr. Ply. So that's lemons and limes. Again, we shared about that. Those are associated with Muruga. And we're going to find out so much more about those things. But if they show up in your life or you start to get attracted to it, then you know, oh, that's how the divine is communicating with me. So I think I've shared enough for today. We'll wrap it up and we will see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. Again, subscribe, hit the bell, then you'll get the alert. And also subscribe to Ply Center YouTube, and you'll get the alert for Dr. Ply's live webinar this weekend. All that has been mentioned already on the chat. Links are there. Thanks again, everyone, for joining. Thanks to Dr. Ply for bringing us together, and thanks to Lord Muruga for enlivening this experience. And then also to the Ply Center team here on the chat, Bhairavi and Arjun in the background doing all the fabulous tech. And then all the Ply Center teachers and the Ply Center team, who is endless in their support for all of us to help us to produce this Ply Center Practice YouTube and attract everyone to come. So please share and bring more people here. The more the merrier. All right, everyone. God bless you all, and we'll see you when we see you next. Namaste.